Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Tiny man!
Wow, look at where we are, everybody. I cannot believe that we are officially at the very end of another season here at Up From the Underground, and I am so excited for what lays ahead in 2019. But just in case you are new to my channel, everybody, welcome. It is a pleasure to have you. And for all of you returning, welcome to the season finale of Up From the Underground, Season 8, where we talk about the best of 2018. And just in case you don't remember, there are 4 categories that we're going to be discussing. Best Film of the Year, Best Television Show of the past season, in this case 2017-2018, the Best Album of the Year, and the Best Single of the Year. So, just so everybody wants to know, how many movies did you see in theaters this year, Lawn Gnome? I don't think that I'm ever going to break that record-holding 47, although it would have been really great to see 50 films in one year, but this year I am sitting at 39. It was still a very good year for film. There was still a great deal of movies that I enjoyed in the theaters, but then some not so much. But either way, I am so glad that I did what I did this year to give you guys as many reviews as I could as something new, so no regrets whatsoever. So how about we start with the nominees for Best Picture of 2018? The nominees for Best Film of 2018 are Bohemian Rhapsody, directed by Bryan Singer; Incredibles 2, directed by Brad Bird; Isle of Dogs, directed by Wes Anderson; Molly's Game, directed by Aaron Sorkin; Upgrade, directed by Lee Whannell. To be honest with you guys, this wasn't such a difficult one for me, although one of the few things that I was curious about was if there was going to be a movie that would in fact surpass the movie that I pretty much had a feeling was going to be Best Picture way back in March. And that, of course, is the Wes Anderson animated film Isle of Dogs. That movie was one of the most innovative, most out there, and most creative films that I have ever seen. And I am by no means a massive Wes Anderson fan. I am really hoping that this movie does in fact get nominated for Best Animated Film at the Oscars this coming year. I really hope that it actually wins, even though I'm pretty sure that Disney is going to win the award. Quite frankly, I don't think the right one will have won. As great as Ralph Breaks the Internet and Incredibles 2 was, Isle of Dogs was truly something special. If you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend that you do. The nominees for Best Television Show of the 2017-2018 season are DuckTales, Season 1, featuring the voices of David Tennant and Bobby Moynihan; The Orville, Season 1, starring Seth MacFarlane and Scott Grimes; Stranger Things, Season 2, starring Winona Ryder, David Harbour, and Millie Bobby Brown; Superior Donuts, Season 2, starring Judd Hirsch and Jermaine Fowler; Young Sheldon, Season 1, starring Ian Armitage and Annie Potts. Television was definitely entertaining this past year, and believe me, there are still a whole bunch of things that we are looking forward to next year. I mean, for crying out loud, we have 2 epic series finales coming, The Big Bang Theory and Game of Thrones. But I feel that the best television show is definitely one of the new ones, and I'm really hoping that this one sticks around for a very long time, and that is the first season of Seth MacFarlane's The Orville. I am an old-school Star Trek fan, and if there was anyone that I thought that could give us a true love letter to Gene Roddenberry's creation, it was without a doubt Seth MacFarlane, as he had already done it thanks to Family Guy for Star Wars. This show is original, it plays upon some of the greatest nostalgia points of Star Trek, but he gives it his own creative spin with his own signature comedy, and it is brilliant. The cast plays off of each other so well, the adventures are so much fun to watch, and you will get at least 3 belly laughs an episode, maybe even 4. But I am so excited that Season 2 is starting right before 2019 begins, and I'm really hoping for another strong season. If you have not seen The Orville, and you are a Family Guy fan, if you want a truly smart comedy, but along with that, a great homage to Star Trek, see The Orville. The nominees for Best Album of 2018 are Love is Dead by Churches, Evolution by Disturbed, Bad Witch by Nine Inch Nails, Cinematic by Owl City, Beautiful People Will Ruin Your Life by the Wombats. Music was a weird enigma this year for me. I really didn't think that it was very strong. What I do feel that we did get was a lot of stuff that looked great on the cover, but in depth, not so much. What I mean is, we had great music videos, but those songs were really not as deep as those music videos. Thanks to music video, we saw songs like This Is America by Childish Gambino and Girls Like You by Maroon 5 really create an impact. But lyrics-wise, those songs were really not great, and that's just the way I feel about it. So it was very difficult for me to find some really great music. And I am so glad that I was able to find the Scottish trio Churches before it was too late, and that is why Love is Dead, their third album, is the best album that I have heard this year. It is such a great listen from beginning to end. It is full of energy. It is full of depth. The lyrics are brilliant. The vocals are so soothing, and I am now a massive fan. I got all three of their albums. This is definitely not their strongest one compared to the previous two, but it is still the best listen of 2018, in my opinion. The nominees for Best Single of 2018 are Starlight by Baby Metal, No Roots by Alice Merton, Boom Boom by Momoland, Two Time by the 1975, The Middle by Zed featuring Maren Morris and Gray. Once again, it was really hard for me because I just couldn't seem to find great songs that I liked, and that is why I keep saying that music is not going in a great direction. To me, there doesn't seem to be much originality and depth anymore. Everything is pretty much auto-tuned, and nobody's playing instruments anymore, especially when it comes to popular music. You really have to look into the bowels and the deep, dark places to really find great music. But I have to say that The Middle, thanks to Target, became my favorite song of the year. I'm not a fan of Zed. I'm not a fan of the people that sang with Zed in The Middle. But as far as I'm concerned, thanks to that Target series of commercials, it was poppy, it was hooky, and it just sunk its claws in me. And that's why I thought that it was the strongest single of 2018, when, to me, truthfully, it's really kind of bland. But I still enjoy the listen. I don't know what to say, guys. I cannot believe that I have been doing this for 8 years, and I cannot believe that I'm going into my 9th year sharing my thoughts with you on popular culture, and I also cannot believe the direction that my channel went, particularly in this year, in terms of live collaborations, whether it was just talking about popular culture, or even politics, or free speech. All I can say is that you all have been such a big mover and shaker for my channel. I mean, I don't know if I will ever get to 2,000 subscribers because I am just struggling to get to 1,930. I don't know if it's the glitches or people just losing interest, but nobody's really letting me know the truth. All I know is that I would love to just keep feeling motivated to doing all of this because this year was hard for me. I really went through some major life-changing decisions that were for the better, of course, but there were points in time where I just felt burnt out altogether, regardless of whether it was YouTube or work or just life. There were days where I really just wanted to punch a hole in a wall because I was just so frustrated and just so tired with everything that was going on and was just looking for some inner peace. And YouTube at those points was not a place for me to escape. It felt like something that was just as important as work or house cleaning. It was a chore, and I never thought I would actually see the day that I would reach that. But I still am having fun, because when I finish a live show, when I finish a season, when I come home from a movie that I just have to talk about with you guys, or a new Funko Pop that I bought, that's what makes it all worthwhile. So I'm really hoping that next year is going to be just as exciting, and I'm really hoping that these feelings that I had this year are going to calm down, especially now that I'm in a new home. I don't see anything really taking that mantle in terms of extreme stress and hardship and just fatigue, but I am just hoping that I don't reach those levels of stress this coming year. Please reach out to me on Twitter while I'm gone for the next 3 weeks. Enjoy the trailers that I have. Enjoy the Motivational Moments of 2018 compilation. I'll be back on January 13th for the very first Sunday sit-down. But in the meantime, everybody, leave your comments in the box below, and thank you all for another exciting year. I will see you in the next one. Have a happy and safe new year. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.